What is something that you would never confess to your family?
I'm really happy to only see them once or twice a year due to living 3,000 miles away. I just can't stand them. They all gossip and talk shit and spin their wheels so much you can't even have a normal conversation with any of them. It's all drama and always has been. I never understood how and why I was so depressed my entire life, found escapism through alcohol and partying. Since I've lived across the country I'm sober, have a super awesome family and I barely ever see them, it's great.
I'm a recovering alcoholic and drug addict at 24. They all warned me that my entire family was full of them, but I thought I was different. 105 days sober.
That I am about to fail university. I struggle but can't tell them because they are proud of me. A family member used to live in our home, groomed me and sexually abused me when I was around 12. Wow. Not sure about the age, don't really want to remember. But yeah, I don't think I would ever tell them. I'm not even sure they would believe me.
That I don't feel like part of the family. I feel like I don't belong and like I am just a substitute for when my brother isn't around. I don't feel respected or wanted. I feel like my girlfriend's family likes me more than they do, and if I had the funds to I would have moved out long ago and they probably wouldn't have seen or heard from me since, apart from maybe Christmas, and that is only because of my cousins. I used to smoke meth. I've been clean for 13 years now and they'll never know. Edit. Holy shit. Thank you for the golden F button. To answer a few questions, I smoked for 5 years. I got into a huge fight with my parents and moved to another city so no one really saw me, and this was before Facebook and shit, so there wasn't any gross pics being posted. I got clean with some help, moved back, and made up with my family.
My younger aunt and I almost fooled around when we were kids. We didn't know about each other, and when we both met she was 13, I was 15. As we grew up there was a ton of flirting and sexual tension. It never came to anything, thank God, but we had some intimate conversations around it. Oddly enough, both of us are very close today and have even spoke about how ridiculous the whole thing was. Edit for some FAQ and comments. Technically my half-aunt. Mom had me at 16, Grandpa had an affair with another woman, produced my aunt 2 years later, and subsequently left grandmother for other woman. For the record, both of those women are lovely. I rarely see the grandmother who lives far away, but the other woman lives in the same state and sees her great-grandson and I with some frequency. Neither of us want to bone the other anymore, and at least one of us is happily married. We're both embarrassed, but I think she's more embarrassed than I am. That being said, she is very attractive and younger me fantasized about it a lot, and I will always have those fantasies with me. We have children and those children see each other infrequently, attend each other's birthday parties, yada yada. We rarely talked about it, but when we have it's very dismissive, like what the hell was wrong with us, type thing. Obviously, it's always there for me and I'm pretty sure for her. I can't interact with her without thinking, hey, remember the time we talked about fooling around and then never did? I really don't enjoy spending time with them. I've been the black sheep since I was a child, and it sucks when the entire family thinks of you as the mean one and wonder why you don't have any interest in spending time with them. The fact that I've been depressed for more than half my life. I remember a family friend had committed suicide and my parents were saying I don't understand how someone could do that. I calmly said I could really relate to why someone would do that. The look of disbelief and desperation in my mother's face broke my heart, and I realized how she had interpreted what I said. I don't live at home, and for almost a month afterwards she would call me every day to check on me and make sure I was okay and tell me that I'm loved, and if I ever needed to talk about anything she and my father were always there for me. That I accidentally got her, my mom, a non-vegetarian hot dog one time. I just didn't think when I was ordering. She thought it was the best veggie dog ever and had a great night's sleep that night. I will take that to the grave with me. That I handcraft cast in silicone, nerdy sex toys and paid bills with dog money. Do you have a website? 4. Research. My extended family thinks I've had no career or salary advancement for 10 years. I play a bumbling idiot with them who just can't catch a break. Reason being, they're a cavalcade of self-inflicted sob stories and GoFundMe grifters. I don't want to be hit up for loans every other week. I'm actually a senior manager at an established consulting firm. If they had a good reason for their misery other than got drugged with the money for bills and didn't pay them, I would help them out. Pretending to be a struggling idiot deflects any attempts at soliciting me for money. Note, I live out of state from them and they don't travel. So I only have to maintain this foolish charade for Thanksgiving and Christmas. My parents are in on it.
I have a daughter. I've never wanted kids, but being young, dumb and full of cum, I got my fiancée pregnant, but with our issues we couldn't deal with actually taking care of a kid, so we put her up for adoption. The family who got her was very excited and had been trying for almost a decade to have one of their own but couldn't. They had just gotten through the background stuff the month before she was born, and this was their first chance at actually adopting. They were super happy. My fiancé cried at giving her to them, and I just wanted to go get fucked up and forget it. We got married and divorced a few years back, and I got my life together, but occasionally I think of her but can't bring myself to try and chat. I would have ruined the child's life. You did the best thing for her. If you are worried about what she may think of you, there's no explanation you need to give her, because her life is the explanation. You didn't just make her life better, you made two people the happiest people they could have been with how much they had wanted a child. Now that your life is together, if you want to, make small savings right now and start saving for college, or a down payment for a house, or something. It's not about buying her love, but it could show that even though you weren't in her life, you were thinking about her and you are ready to see her if she ever decides she wants to reach out to you.